Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be sharing how I have been making my Galaxy Z Fold 6 cute and aesthetic for this cozy winter season. Stay tuned because I will be showing you how to easily install themes bought off of Etsy or other third-party sites, all while using Samsung applications. I'll also be showing you how I will be using my Galaxy Z Fold 6 in 2025 for digital planning. If you like what you see, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I would love to have you join the family. Before we get started, I would like to thank TopJob for gifting me their new Napa Ergonomic Chair. It was so easy to assemble all by myself. I usually need help from my fiance for anything furniture building related, but I was surprised that I did not need him at all. As a work from home professional and gamer, it's extremely important for me to have an ergonomic chair since I spend so many hours of my day sitting down. I love how it has a ton of adjustable features like the armrest, headrest, but my favorite feature is going to be the included flexible footrest. It's truly an upgraded look to my cozy home office for 2025. I will have the details linked in the description box below. Let's get started with today's video. We're gonna start off by looking for a cute theme on Etsy. Once you find the one that you like, you're gonna go through the checkout process, and then you're gonna go to the top here with your account, and it's gonna say purchases, and then in the purchases you're gonna see the one that you purchased, and then you're gonna hit download files, and it's gonna have the zip files here. So you're going to select both of these. In this case, I already downloaded mine, but I'll do it again for you. As you can see, it's already downloaded on mine, and I already opened the zip file, so I don't want to duplicate the icons, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna go straight to the zip file, and it takes me into the file section of my Samsung phone. Once you hit extract, it's going to look like this, and each one is going to extract in its own file folder in your gallery. It's going to create an album, so it's easy to navigate where each thing is. So this is super neat of the creator that already organized it for you, so it's easy to locate the wallpapers, super easy to locate and use. The next thing you're going to need to set up the themes from Etsy is you're gonna need to go to the Galaxy store. So you're gonna search for the store, and then here you're going to want to look for the app called Good Lock. So we're gonna look for that. I already have it installed, but it's gonna look like this. This is the app that you're looking for. Then once you open this app, you're going to want to install 3 additional apps that are listed here. So you're gonna go first for theme park. You're gonna want to install that one. Mine are already installed, so that's why it's just taking me directly to the app. But if you didn't have it on there, it was going to say to install, and then it would take you there once you click it. The next one you're gonna want to download is Fantastic and Wonderland. So these are the 3 applications from Good Luck that we're gonna be working with today. The first thing we're gonna do is gonna go into that theme park app, and here we are going to use the option under icons over here to the on the bottom right hand side. You're gonna click on that. And then here, I already have some set up, and in particular the one for this theme is going to be the one that I named Winter. But I'm gonna show you how I did this. I'm gonna go and hit create, and you're gonna wanna switch every single app icon one by one. So what you're gonna do is going to hit the 3 little dots here at the top right, and that's going to bring up a menu, and it's going to say change icons. So you're going to click on that, and then here's going to give you a list of your apps that you have installed on your phone, and you're going to be able to select. So for example, I want to switch the Uber app. Once you click on it, a menu is going to appear, and here you're going to want to select gallery for the purposes of this Etsy theme that we purchased previously. So you're going to go ahead and hit gallery, and then you're going to find the file for folder or the album named icon, and here you're going to select the picture that you want to use as the icon. So in this case, I want to change the look of the Uber icon, and this creator made an Uber icon for us. So I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, it looks very squarish right now, which I do not like the look of that. So let's see if I can get in closer for you to see how it's very square looking icon. So you're gonna hit on it again, and the menu is going to populate again. This time, instead of selecting gallery, you're gonna select edit icon, and then here you can choose the shape of the icon and how you would like it. I prefer these rounded edges, but still keeping that squarish look. And I'm going to just hit the back button, and it's going to ask me if I want to apply the edits I just did, and I'm going to go ahead and select OK. And as you can see, now the corners are rounded for this application, and you go one by one and do that same process for every app that you want to switch the icon for. And then once you are done editing all of your icons, you're gonna go ahead and hit this little download button at the top right. You're gonna click on that, and you're going to name this. So for the purposes of this one, I'm gonna call it Winter 2, and then I'm gonna hit OK. And now the application would be here. To speed up the video, I already made all the icons and saved it as under winter. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it and then hit apply. This will apply all the icon looks to my icons, and see, now it has that winter look from that theme that I downloaded from Etsy. We're not done yet. Now I want to switch the wallpaper to match the theme, and also my settings are in that standard color that comes when you first purchase your phone. And so obviously I want to switch that to match kind of like my theme that I'm creating here. So the next app that I'm gonna go into is the Wonderland app, and I'm gonna go with the first option that says create your own moving wallpaper, because I want to add this super fun element. So I already tested it and created a few variations, but this is how you go about it. You hit create new, then you select gallery, and here we have the file or album called wallpaper for your phone. I'm gonna use this one here, and I'm gonna add it to wherever I feel it looks best. And then here on the image settings, I'm gonna click on that, and then I'm going to enable the motion effect. And what that is going to do is when I move my phone left or right, it's going to move the image as well. And I'm gonna hit the plus sign here, and I want to add a particle effect, and I can select from here, or I can do a particle preset and select from the available ones here that were already created. And I want to do the heavy snow. And there we have it. Now there's snow coming down on this wallpaper, and I'm gonna hit save, and I'm gonna save this as winter home. once I saved it as under winter home, I'm going to set it as my wallpaper. So I'm going to select it and then hit set as wallpaper, and I'm going to select lock and home screens. I will click on that, and now this is my home screen wallpaper with the super cute snow particles. And when I lock my screen, it's the same, and it still has those snow particles coming down, so it looks super cute and pretty. And then the next thing I want to do is set up my home screen. So I'm gonna add a couple more widgets to make it look beautiful and cute and aesthetic. So the first widget that I want to add is a weather widget. So I'm gonna go to widgets, and I'm gonna go to weather. I'm gonna click on this one, and I'm gonna click on this one, and I'm going to move it to the middle, so I think it looks nice right there. And I'm going to zoom out and then scroll to the left, and I'm gonna hit the plus button, and that's gonna create a second home screen. And then here I want to add widgets to this home screen. So I'm gonna hold down and then select widgets here at the bottom. And the first widget that I want to add, which is my favorite widget, is going to be the gallery widget. You click on that and you hit add, and it automatically defaults to kind of like a stories that it creates. But if you hold down on the widget itself, it's gonna come up with a menu, and you're going to select settings. And then once the settings menu appears, you're going to select images to show, and another menu is going to populate, and from here you're going to select images, and you're going to go to the image that you want to see. So for me, I'm going to click on the widgets, and I'm going to pick one from the available ones. So I'm going to go for this one. And then on the display method, you can also select how it fills this widget. So you can do fit to widget, or you can hit stretch to fill widget. But I prefer the center and fill. I feel like it looks the best in that way. And then you can hit save. So that's how it looks. And then if you've been following me for a while, you already know which widget I'm going to add next, and that's going to be the calendar widget. And I like this view the best. I'm gonna hold down and go to settings, and then I like this to be at about 70% transparency and on that white color, but I also enable the match dark mode option, and then hit save. And I'm just gonna go through and add a little couple more widgets that I like to use on this. I like to disable the day and night colors. What this does is that depending on the time of day, it will switch the color of the widget to black if it's in the evening and white if it's during the day. But I prefer it to just stay white and just match it with dark mode if I have that enabled. And then I'm going to decrease the transparency to 80% on this one, and then I'm going to hit save. My other favorite app to have on here is the digital well-being application or widget. This tells me how much time I have been spending on my phone and in which particular application I've been spending most of my time. So I hit add, and then I'm going to fill this in with a couple shortcuts to some apps that I use a lot. I love having the direct dial contact widget. because I can easily contact my family. And I love having this I am widget, which is positive affirmations that I like to look at every morning. I love having this device care app that kind of clears cookies and things like that. So I just hit this and it clears up memory and just like cookies that are on your phone when you're using it, making it run slower. And then I'm just gonna add shortcuts to some apps that I need. And this is how my home screen looks now. I think it looks super cute. It's so pretty. And then the next thing we are going to do is going to set up the cover screen, because you're going to notice that everything in the cover screen has not switched, because what's inside in the interior screen is a different setup than what's on your cover screen. So this is how my cover screen still looks like default from when I purchased the phone, except for the icons that have already switched over. So I'm gonna start by changing the wallpaper. And in this case, the pen, the stylus, does not work on the cover screen. So we're gonna put that away. And I'm going to switch the cover screen first, the wallpaper. So I'm gonna hold down on the home screen and then select wallpaper and style. And then here I'm gonna select change wallpapers, gallery. And then from here, I'm gonna go into wallpaper phones and I'm gonna pick this one. I'm gonna hit done and I'm going to apply it to both the lock screen and the home screen on the cover screen. So I'm gonna hit next, and I think it looks good right there. And I'm going to select done. And then I'm going to go to the wallpaper and style menu again. As you can see, the wallpaper switched, but I want to do something additional in order to change the settings menu so it matches with my theme that I have going on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit color palette, and I'm going to turn color palette on. And what this does is going to take the colors from my wallpaper and suggest some colors that I can use with the settings and just kind of the default apps like the calling menu and the calculator. And for the purposes of this video, I think my favorite one is the pre-selected one, but it does give you quite a few options. I mean, this one has like 4 different options, giving me the ability to change it however I want. But I think I prefer these pink tones that are going on. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and hit apply. And now my settings have switched. As you can see, they are now pink. So that's pretty neat. And then I want to set up my home screen. Nothing's going on it right now, so I'm gonna hold down on the home screen, and then I'm going to hit widgets. I'm going to add that weather widget again because I like being able to see before I leave the house what I'm expecting outside, especially with such different climate every day here in Texas. It's definitely different than in San Diego when you could pretty much expect the same weather every day. I'm gonna go ahead and hit add, and I'm gonna reposition it to here, and I'm gonna switch the color like this, and then I'm gonna hit save, and that's how it looks. And I'm gonna zoom out like this with my 2 fingers. You want to close them in like this, and this pops up this menu, and you can go ahead and hit plus. And then here I'm going to set up the widgets that I want to be able to use when I'm on the cover screen. For this one, I like to keep it more simple and not as much content, but I like to have a widget with the clock because I work with New York time, but my family lives in the West Coast and I'm in Central time. So my family's in Pacific time, I work in East time, but I'm in Central time. So it gets a little nuts. So it's nice to have this. So I can just go ahead and hold down on the widget, go to settings, and then change the cities here. So the first city, I'm gonna add New York for that. And then the second city, I'm going to add San Diego. I mean, after a while, you kind of just remember, especially if you do it all the time, but it's just nice to have. And then I'm going to disable the day and night colors. But as you can see, when I have it with the day and night colors, since it's 7:44 and it's dark in New York, this widget is black. And since it's still sunny and daylight in San Diego, it's white and it has a sun right here in the corner. So I'm gonna switch this off. So now both widgets look white, and then I'm gonna decrease the transparency to about 50%, and I'm going to leave the match with dark mode enabled, and then I'm gonna hit save. And the next widget that I'm gonna be using a lot for 2025 is going to be the notes widget. So I'm going to add this here, this shortcut for the note creator. And then I want to add a Notion widget because I'm going to be using that a lot for productivity and just staying organized. And then my most used apps that I need to have at a glance are Amazon shopping and my calculator. And then I want to have a countdown widget for the new year. So I'm going to hit clock, and then I'm going to hit calendar, and then there's a countdown widget. I'm going to add that one. And the event that I want to count down for is New Year's Eve. And then I'm going to add another gallery widget. And then I'm just going to add some application shortcuts and some direct dial widgets. So go to widgets, contacts, and direct dial. And I'm going to also add the GoodNotes application just for the sake of it. And that's how it looks like now. I think it's pretty neat. For my productivity applications that I'm going to be using in the new year, it's going to be the Notes application because I can now add a I can use this for 2025 for journaling or digital planning, which is what I'm going to be using it for. It works really nice. So I downloaded a digital planner from Etsy, and I'm able to write on it and edit, and I find this even more fun than just like the calendar that I can add automatically. I feel like the pen and paper feel makes it more realistic, and I can write and you see how my writing is kind of crooked and going at an angle. I can fix that. And align the text. So this is how I'm gonna be using the planner to stay organized and just be more productive in 2025 with meeting deadlines and just having all the projects ready and available here is going to be very helpful. If you put it on the reading mode, you can also click on all these hyperlinks. Easily accessible with the Samsung Notes app without needing to install a third-party app like GoodNotes, but you can always do that if you prefer using GoodNotes. And then the other very important application that I'll be using for 2025 to stay productive and build routines rather than resolutions for the new year is adding this reminders app. Lets you add reminders with alarms and tasks to complete every day, once a week, 3 times a month. So for example, I have like wash my restrooms every Thursday at 4 p.m. So it reminds me every Thursday at 4 p.m. to wash my bathrooms. And then I put in the category under home. And so at 4 p.m. I'll get an alert on my phone telling me to go and wash the bathrooms. And I created a category for everything. And it just kind of tells you what your progress is for today. So I have 3 reminders left for today that I haven't completed because I was out and about. So for example, wash my restrooms, I haven't done that yet. Load and start the dishwasher, and then that nighttime routine, for example, I included all the steps that need to be taken under that nighttime routine, which is like take a bath, brush your teeth, insert my Invisalign, my skincare, complete my gratefulness journal, just kind of things that you can click off one by one rather than making one big list. So I just like all the features available on the Galaxy phones, especially the reminders app that lets you have your day organized, and this will definitely help me with establishing routines for 2025 rather than resolutions that can easily fall down the drain. I feel like this will maintain me more accountable of what I'm supposed to do every day going forward. And what's really cool about this is that it adds it to your calendar. So as you can see, I have all my routines set up. I know it looks kind of busy, but for me to stay organized, this works the best way. And especially when I'm looking at just a single day, I can see what my tasks are next, and just everything easily and readily accessible. I almost forgot that I said I was going to show you how to use the Pintastic app. So this one is just for this little Easter egg that I put in here. I don't know if you noticed, but my cursor was like a little luggage, and that's created with this application Pintastic. When you click on this, if you go down to this pointer menu, you can actually select custom, and you can select sticker, and then from here you can pick out and add more stickers. that you can download from the Galaxy store. There's a lot of free options, but then there's also some paid options. And then you just pick whichever one you want to use as your cursor. So for example, I like this cherry blossom tree here, and I can make it as big as I want. So that's the biggest there is. Or you can make it really tiny if you want, where you can barely see it, but it's still there. And you can add a little pointer on top of it. So if you can see, there's a little arrow pointing towards places. And then you just want to hit save or use, and then that will switch your pointer to look like that. I have a shorts with a tutorial that's more slow paced in case you want to see that as well. But yes, this is how you apply it. And then the other thing that I was gonna show you is how to get cozy emojis that you have probably seen online a lot recently. Go to Pinterest. And then on Pinterest, you can search for this search option. And then you're going to find the ones you like the most. You're going to click on the picture, click on the three little dots, then hit download image, and then that's going to save it to your gallery. So you go into your gallery, and then here you're gonna go to your pins album. You're gonna click on the image, and you're gonna hold down until it pops like that and a menu comes up. And then here you're going to hit save as sticker. What's really cool is that Samsung lets you actually play around with how you save the sticker. So you can add an outline to it, you can make it like a cutout, make it this vintage fun style, so it kind of switches it out or makes it into like a cartoon. But I like this like realistic vibe that's going on with these emojis. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna hit done. And this is going to add it to my emoji list. So when I go to my messages, I can click on that little face for the emojis. And then from here, I can go to that little one that looks like a sticker, and then it has the gallery icon, and it's going to appear there. What's different from the iOS option is that with iOS you can click on several ones, and then it starts adding them and making them into smaller stickers, and you can send them all at once. But with the Samsung one, you can only send one at a time. But like you can see, it looks like an emoji rather than a sticker, and then when you click on it, it doesn't expand like a picture, but rather it's a little tiny sticker. And there you have it. If you liked today's video, please consider subscribing, liking, and comment, and let me know if you have any New Year's resolutions or how you're gonna stay on top of all your productivity goals for the new year. Let me know down in the comment box below, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you and bye. See you on the next one.